happens. Let's watch some of this tape. Okay, so first things first. Love that they started Wooden, honestly, because they're gonna, they go 21 personnel. Talking about the Niners, they love to run the football. I think Wooden's better than Van Ness in this situation. He just maybe want a little bit bigger body. So I love this, but then I'm like, wait a second, is he guarding Kittle? Is he guarding Kittle? He's guarding first play of the game. Oh, good one. Is that what we're doing? So we got our two tone setters. We got George Kittle, who's by far my favorite tight end in the league. And then we got Isaiah McDuffie. Okay? So inside hands win. Real simple. McDuffie win. Inside hands, press, release, turn back inside. And you just got, and this is what you really saw today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys getting in on this tackle. Let's give credit where credit's due to Quay here. Making a good run. Can't get up. Good job beating Brendel, get back to square, making a tackle. This dude, devious. So they line the D tackle up on the centers away from the linebacker. They free rush Rashawn Gary. And then they pick the guard and Kenny Clark. They did this a couple times. If I'm this, and they hold Enagbare. So here's what's happening, okay? They're thinking that Trent Williams is going to play. So they put Isaiah McDuffie out on the side with Trent and go like, screw it. Why even rush him? Don't even waste our time. We know everybody can beat him. They move Enagbare inside just to hold the left guard so he can't leave, so they have to go 5 down. Then they just pick stunt with Quay. They pick the right guard, and there's no way Brendel is going to be able, unless they go full slide right, there's no way they're picking this up. There's nothing he can do because that guy crosses his face, and by the time the D tackle crosses his face, Quay's already there. This is just devious, man. And then Rashawn Gary does a good job here. I don't know if he knocks the guy's elbow. I don't know what the hell happens, but ball bounces out, bounces back in, get a sack. Fantastic. This is as it should be. George Kittle's a tight end. Enagbare is a National Football League pass rush specialist. This is exactly what you should expect. When you go into games, and you should expect to be better than the guy you're playing against when it's like a tight end. And as good as Kittle is sometimes, it's almost sometimes with guys, because of the media and everything, they maybe get more. Maybe guys give them more credit than they deserve. And I think Kittle's, again, I think he's the best tight end in the league. But to me, a good pass rusher. I think Enagbare is, from a size wise, I think he's a good pass rusher. I just think he might be a little bit undersized for a 320-pound tackle sometimes. But for this, he should expect to win this every single time, and he does. Fantastic. And this is where you miss Brock Purdy, right? He might look downfield and make a play. Allen's not able to. I like these plays. I just bring this up sometimes. It's not for the Packers or anything, but this is when PI is PI. Okay, so they just run a drive with Kittle, and he just runs through his guy, which forces the other guy to get run through as well. And then they just run a quick out with McCaffrey. It's just a simple play, man. I think it's really smart. I like that stuff. I don't know. I think this is just good-ass play, man. Yeah, this is just good-ass play. I mean, you're kind of looking at this and you go, all right, so they do the handoff, then they hand it off again, they get back to the quarterback, and instead of throwing it deep, they throw the screen. I know we've seen this before, but you just look at it. They got like 5 or 6 linemen over there. There's not, there's within the immediate area of the person holding the football, not even within 10 yards. This is good-ass play. We'll probably take it. I would. And steal it. I love this view. Look at this. Okay, so first off, Rashawn Gary does so much in the game besides get sacks. We don't give him enough credit sometimes. What's wrong with him? Like, the way he plays in the run game is actually really, really good, particularly when guys are coming at him. So he cuts across Kittle's face right here, and that makes Kittle go around. It makes it late on getting to McDuffie. So McDuffie takes his shot in the hole. All right. But watch everybody else after that happens. First of all, I think Rashawn Gary ends up making this play on the pulling guard. So look how many dudes are there. You know, and just swarm tackle all day. It's amazing what a little bit of confidence does when the quarterback's out or left tackle's out. You know, those like their key guys are out. It's amazing what a little bit of confidence does. So I think they make a mistake down here. I think this is the Debo effect. So first off, I think Evan Williams is looking over here at Debo on the in the right slot. They make a little bit of a communication here on the bottom, but obviously Kittle should not be left in that situation. But Evans is in a tough spot where you got two all-pro guys. It's like which is the lesser two evils. So good play. This is one where you got to go. So when we talked about the defensive end, we got a wrong shoulder on the pulling guard. So wrong shoulder means we're spilling it. But who are we spilling it to? Well, in this case, it should be Xavier McKinney's just got to run through this and go. He's got to read a little bit faster. So they end up getting around and over. One to learn on. I don't know if Stokes should show up there earlier. One would think so, but forgot to watch the widescreen on that one. This is Rashawn Gary, and this is what we're always talking about. So he has this great move. Back it up. So that is a good-ass move, okay? But because he's off the guy's body and the guy's arms are extended, he can tent pull him and push him by, hypothetically. But if you stop the frame here, you're like, oh, man, he's got it. If you would just do this one step earlier or attack him back in, now Brandon Allen really has nowhere to go. And this is kind of what we're always talking about is earlier in the game, he ran around the right tackle. There was a bunch of nonsense going up in front of the quarterback. I don't know if he hits his elbow or shoulder or something. The ball bat's loose. So now it's like it reinforces this, I can run the loop and I got the ball out and it's a big stat. And you want to continue to see the power rush. Even in these situations, if he takes his left hand and puts it on the chest of the left tackle, probably has a sack here. Instead he gets run by. Let me go for a little bit of gain here, which could have been a sack, turns into a gain. So this is a little bit of an awareness play. We see this stuff from the Packers offense. So they've got these tight look with the tight end attached over on our right, their left. They motion across. And they've got this backside, really side. But the Niners coach, the offensive line coach, he likes their Bs, their backside looks, and their doubles to look the same so that the D tackle doesn't know what to do. So in this case, it works. So instead of attacking that half man, he could have, we're talking about Wyatt. Wyatt could have just attacked the tackle and stayed square there, but he turns and acts like the ball's going to his left when in fact they're handing it right where he was. So it opens up the hole a little bit more. Quay has to fight off that block and make a play. I didn't put enough in here at TJ Slaton. He had like 4 plays in a row where he just dominated. I mean, just really, really had a good. Sometimes when you shut down a series or two like that, like especially at the nose tackle position, man, like that can change the outcome of the game. So nothing to be said. Just another pick from Xavier McKinney. Boy, he's having a good year. What a pickup! Imagine Joe Shane sitting. I love Joe Shane, the Giants GM. He's a really good dude. Really good dude. But he's probably looking at Saquon and Xavier McKinney going like. I think there was something on that Hard Knocks where they said like, "Hey, we can't have a $60 million or $40 million quarterback handing the ball off to a $20 million running back, whatever it is." It's like Kenny and Saquon, especially what's going on with Daniel Jones right now. Tough sport, boys. All right, here we go. Again, so they do the whole tap thing. So it's okay, Mike. Why do they do the tap thing? Well, they do the tap thing because you don't want the center just looking under his legs the entire time. Okay? So Quay starts moving when they do the tap because what does he have to do? He has to put his head under, in between his legs to signal everybody that He's going to snap the football because everyone's on timing based off his head movement. So then Quay starts sneaking over. Quarterback doesn't, or the center doesn't have a clue. Pick. He's through. Everyone's on the ground. Complete carnage. Throw the ball away. These are big plays in the game, guys. Okay. Earlier in the game, and I thought I had this in there, but we're going to end on a Lucas Van Ness sack. Because, damn it, we love him. Earlier in the game, they ran the same play where they're pulling a guard and nobody else is stopping him. They didn't. In the last one, they didn't have the running back. And he hesitates, and he should have had a sack earlier in the game. We've seen it a million times. 57 did it like 2 weeks ago. Just ran, screw it. I don't care if the guard's coming around. I'm going to the quarterback. And he hesitated, and he didn't get it. And then later in the game, he got this chance. Tight end releases, tackle blocks down, and he just goes. He's like, I'm not doing this anymore. And he runs through the fullback. The last time the running back wasn't even there. He didn't have to. He runs through him, ends up making a play, sack, fumble. I don't know if they give him a sack here, actually. I don't even remember. I don't know if his hand was going forward or anything. That's a hell of a good play, and it's a great play of learning from the last time you saw that and making the improvement. And I think that's where, when you kind of look at Lucas Van Ness in general, that's where he's going to get his plays. Like that is a really good football play that you are not required to beat an all-pro tackle in order to get a sack. And I think you can get, good NFL players can get 6 to 8 sacks a year doing that. And so that is very, very, that's a very positive thing. I don't have listener questions today. We do have a game, we being the Packers, against the Dolphins on Thanksgiving. I want to wish everybody happy holidays. I'm not going to be doing a show on Thanksgiving because I'm selfish and haven't seen my wife and daughter in a while. Everybody have a great holiday. We'll talk to you after the